what the deal is with people talking about assigning over benefits to roofers? We talked in
Okay.
another video about the idea of assigning the benefits to a buyer or retaining that, but like, what does
Yes.
that mean? There's like, be careful. They just want the benefits for themselves.
I
How does that play out?
I know. So the concept is called an assignment of benefits. AOB is what you'll hear about it. And what that is that it is when an insured has an insurance claim. And what they do is I always think that your insurance rights are like a pie. So like think of like a pie. It's like all your rights are an entire pie. You can actually section out your rights depending on what area of damage you have. So damage, almost every company you can hire to fix your property, they can all be assigned a portion of your rights. So if you hire a roofer, they can be assigned the portion of your claim only for the roof. If you hire a mold mitigation company, they can be assigned a portion of your claim to do the mitigation. The reason why you would do this historically, back in the day, and people did it all the time, people are less doing it now because they're afraid of it. But the way that it worked that way is because if you signed your rights to that company, then more than likely what that company would do is they would actually repair your property, not charge you anything usually besides your deductible, even though they hadn't got enough money from the insurance company. You've assigned that right to them, which means now that company can stand in the shoes of you. So like you could file a lawsuit, so could that company. That company gets to file a lawsuit for the work they did or the work they intend in order to fight the insurance company to make sure that you fully get paid. So it really was kind of like people were sometimes assigning their entire claim, entire remodel to a general contractor who was going to do it all, who's going to remediate the house, who was going to actually hire the mold company to mold inspect and then to remediate and then to rebuild the property and do the roof and the interior and the exterior. So they were going to do everything. So you'd assign your claim, would then fight with the insurance company. That's the other thing. It gives them the right now to fight with the insurance company. And the way the law is in Florida, if the contractor wasn't actually the insured, which they're not because they're the contractor you hire, they were not allowed to call the insurance company and fight back and forth with them. So it used to give them the right to now fight with the insurance company. And then ultimately it gives them the right to file a lawsuit. They file the lawsuit in their name, but it has a that it's on behalf from an assignment of benefits of the actual named insured. So the benefit was if someone's willing to do work on your house and you need it done and the insurance company hasn't paid you enough and you're desperate, you would assign an assignment of benefits if that company was telling you that they're going to do it today and then fight the insurance company later. The reason
You
why
need a
the
roof because
company,
it's raining.
yes, yeah, your roof's raining. The company really needed that assignment of benefits because that's what entitled and ensured them that they're going to get paid. Because here's what would sometimes happen. If the roofing company goes, hey, I know you're desperate, we're going to put the roof on, they don't get an assignment of benefits. Now the insured goes, well, I've got a roof on. I don't want to fight the insurance company. Mr. Roofer, it's you who's owed money. I'm done fighting the insurance company. I'm exhausted. And the roofer goes, well, I can't fight him because I'm the one owed money. I don't have the right to fight the insurance company for a contractor. It's actually considered a felony for them to negotiate with the insurance company. So it all makes sense when it's being used correctly, when it's very clear on the scope of what they're doing, right? They've provided you an estimate so you know how much it's going to be. Then you assign the rights to them, and they're either going to do the work or they're going to take on the insurance company for you and then do the work potentially later on. So there's reasons why people will sign an assignment of benefits. What has happened, unfortunately, is that the insurance company doesn't like that. And here's why. They tried to make it seem like the reason why they didn't like it was because some contractors would get an assignment of benefits and then wouldn't keep the insured, wouldn't keep in touch with them on what the process was and all this other stuff. Some contractors stole money. It happens anywhere. They acted like that was the reason, and that they wanted to change the laws of assignment of benefits, and they wanted to create advertisements against assignment of benefits. And they're sending emails to insured saying, don't sign an assignment of benefits. You've heard commercials about it. And the real reason why, and this is, I have no problem making it very clear, is because if you think about it, the insurance companies benefited most from the desperation that the insureds had on wanting to get their home repaired in some way. So if right now you haven't been paid enough, and 6 months from now you're still living outside your house, and you need $100,000 and the insurance company has paid you 20, and you're desperate for it, you're like, I have no more money to pay out of pocket. I'm out of my loss of use, additional living expenses, because that can cap out. I'm out of that. Now what do I do? And the insurance company comes back to you and says, listen, I know you want $100,000. You 45 or 40, and then we'll close this whole thing out. Well, if you're desperate and you're like, I know I needed all this work done, a lot of times they're willing to take the lower amount and say, well, I guess I just won't get this done. I guess I just won't get this done. I guess I'll wait till I get my bonus, or I'll cash in my 401k or my retirement, and I'll do the rest of it later. So a lot of times that's what, because they're desperate. Well, the assignment of benefits concept allowed a bigger company to come in and do the work and then wait to get paid till later. And that company could front those expenses, and they didn't become desperate. So that's the real reason why the insurance companies have all this big rhetoric and just an entire like just smear campaign against assignment of benefits. They are not bad. We them. We always tell people we'll review them for free. We'll make sure that they're in accordance with the law, but don't just get scared away from them because you've heard it. If you're desperate for work to be done and they're willing to do the work and not have you pay them right then, and all they want is an assignment of benefits of it, and they've told you how much it costs and you're okay with that, you can do the assignment of benefits. You should want to do the assignment of benefits. Now, right now, people are really scared. 3 months from now, when the insurance company has not paid them enough and they're fighting with them, and their house it's raining in their house as they speak, it's leaking every single time, they smell mold, a high smell of mold, they're going to look again at assignment benefits and see there's a potential value of it. So it's just being really careful. And those are things that when you're represented by us, we help you with those. We tell you when we think it is a good time to potentially sign an assignment of benefits and when it's not. We work really closely with a air quality assessment company, and that company always does assignment of benefits, and that's beautiful. They will come out, they will assess your property. It's AQA, that's the name of the company. They will assess your property, they'll do a mold test, and they will always charge it to the insurance company. They will go after the insurance company. If the insurance company does not pay, they will not come back to you. So it's beautiful, right? And so that's where an assignment of benefits is being used accurately. And so as long as it's being used right, it can be really helpful.
It's interesting because you're right. There's been a campaign. I mean, I believed it. Like, I didn't know why.
Didn't know why, but it's because they said it. They were like, you don't want to lose your benefits. You don't want to lose your benefits. It's not losing your benefits. It's transferring a benefit to somebody else so they can fight while you now have gotten everything you need. Like that is, it's literally what it is. It's like being hungry, like you're feeling starving, and someone comes to you and says, listen, I will give you food, take away your hunger, and I'll take on that hunger myself. And then I'll go figure out how to get food. You're going to do it. It makes sense. You 100%. Should do it. The insurance company wants you to stay starving, so then they can decide what pennies and what crumbs they can give you when they can't do that with a big construction company.